Oh, what up, what up? What's going on, y'all? Back with another video, another day, another nursing home, another good story. Don't know if it's much of a lesson here. It's more of a story. I gotta tell you about my friend. One of my close friends. We're gonna call her Miss S. Miss S is in her late 90s. This is my girl. This is my home girl. We are super cool. She works at a building that I only get to visit probably maybe 2 or 3 times a month. But whenever I go to this place, I always do a lap around the building just to make sure I go past her room and make sure that she is up in the morning doing her thing. She always walks the building. Late 90s. Uses a walker, always walks the building. She does laps around the building. Miss S and me are really close. Miss S has shared some information and shared some stories with me that I'll never forget. Never forget. Like one of the stories is, I don't know if you skate. Do you skate? I don't skate. I grew up in Baltimore City. We used to go to the skating rink. I never skated. Never put the skates on. Maybe I fell a couple of times practicing, but I never got into skating. And I wish I did, because all the cool kids skated. 2 cool things that I never did growing up in Baltimore. I never skated and I never rode dirt bikes. I was like an outcast in Baltimore City. Because if you lived in Baltimore, you went to the skate ring and skated, and you rode dirt bikes through the streets, breaking all the laws, doing wheelies. I never got into either one of those. But anyway, Miss S used to tell me about her skating days. And I don't know if you remember, I might remember a little bit of this when I was little. I might have seen maybe 1 or 2 pairs of these type of skates. It wasn't skates that you put on. It was the skates that are metal and they hook to your shoe. So you can keep your shoes on. Whatever shoes you had on your feet, you can put these skates on your feet. I think I remember seeing a pair or 2 of these when I was really little, but they were like metal. And you would clamp it and make it fit your shoe, and the strap would go around to turn your shoes into skates. That's dope. I don't think they do that no more. Maybe they do, I don't know. But she told me that was how they had fun, because she be hating on the kids nowadays in front of the phones and everything. You know, she's in her late 90s, you know, you can't blame her. She be hating on the kids in front of their phones, and she was telling me some of the things that they did to have fun, and one of those was putting those metal skates on and just skating around the neighborhood. And she said they weren't smooth. She said it was bumpy, but they had a lot of fun. She said they had so much fun. Those are one of the things they used to do. They used to go down to the creek and, you know, play with sticks and rocks and just stuff like that. Have campfires and all that in the neighborhood. But I'm telling you the story about my friend because she talks a lot about not wanting to wake up. Now, when you hear that, you probably won't say, "Oh, you know, don't want her to talk like that." But this is different, and this is why I'm telling you this story. This is different. Me and her like really cool to the point where we joke a lot together. Like when I come into the building, I'm buzzing because we are on we got people to see. I got like 13 to 15 people I gotta see, and I'm on the clock. I got productivity standards I gotta maintain. You know, so I'm moving. I make sure I stop and see her, but I gotta move. I got work to do. I got other people to see, and she's not on therapy. But whenever she sees me, you know what she does? Like in the hallway, because she does her laps with the walker. I love it. She does her laps around the building, but she'll see me and she'll stop me. Where you going? She knows where I'm going. She knows I'm going to work. I'm like, where you going? I'm like, hey, Miss S, what's up? Good to see you. But you know, I got work to do. And she's like, oh, slow down. Don't just stop for a minute and talk. I'm like, hey, Miss S, I gotta go. But hey, how you doing? That's how our conversations already start. How you doing? Good to see you. She always asks me where I've been at. And I be telling her that I work in different buildings. She be like, you haven't been here in a while. I'm like, yeah, I know, but I came here just to see you. I always tell her that. And you know what she'll do to me? When she sees me, like, acting like I'm getting ready to, I'm talking to her, but I'm like slowly moving, you know, walking. She'll grab my forearm. She always grabs my forearm. Late 90s, grabs me by my forearm. She had a nice grip too for a late 90-year-old. Nice grip. Oh, slow down. Oh, just stop and take a minute. Stop rushing all the time. Like, you people are always rushing. Everybody's go, go, go. Y'all need to stop and slow down. Like, she can say that. She can say that. And that's what I'll tell her. We always joke. Like, you can say that, Miss S, but, you know, we got work to do. She's like, I know, but, you know, the work will come. You'll get to it. Just stop and talk. Tell me how you been. Like, we always have this interaction, man. I love it. I look forward to it every time I work at this place. One day I was working with Miss S, and she was on therapy. We had her on therapy because in the nursing home, how it works is she's long-term. She lives there, okay? She lives in the facility. She's been there, I want to say, maybe 4 or 5 years. And the way it works when you're long-term, therapy works with you if you need therapy. What do I mean by that? Now, if you start to get weak, if you start to stay in bed too much, if you start to stay in a wheelchair too much and you're not as active or as mobile as you was, or you had a fall, you know, a lot of falls happen in the facilities. I think I talked about that. Therapy will come in and evaluate you and pick you up, you know, for a short period, get you stronger, boom, 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 give you some exercises to do on your own, and hopefully you can stay independent and you don't need us anymore. But that's not the real world. That's not how it happens. Because technically, when you live in a nursing home, you're probably going to need therapy to come around and work with you every so often as you age, you know, as you get closer, as you get higher up in age. So one time I had her on, man, we had one of the greatest conversations. I'll never forget this conversation. But she said something, and I might have talked about it in another video. I don't know. But I've had this conversation with other people before in their, you know, late stages of life. Now get this. Miss S has no family. All of her siblings have passed away. She has no more relatives. Maybe a niece, maybe about 3 or 4 hours away, who is her like only relative that communicates with her. She doesn't have a care in the world anymore. She doesn't need or want for anything. She has everything that she needs. Doesn't need to shop. Doesn't need to, you know, go out and buy things. Doesn't need to go grocery shopping. Doesn't need to, you know, have anything, you know, bought for her. Has everything she needs and doesn't have any pain. In her late 90s with no pain. I always joke with her about this. I'd be like, Miss S, how you not gonna have no pain? I'm 44 years old. Everything hurts. I'm like, I'm 44. Everything hurts. She's like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, I'm just sore. She's like, you're working too hard. She always telling me working too hard. Like, no, Miss S, I'm just, you know, I'm getting that age. So hopefully, like, this is a good thing. If you're in your 90s and you ain't got no pain, hopefully, like, this 35 to 40-something age when everything starts hurting, you like that? Where everything starts hurting, all these new aches and pains, you know, your back, your neck, your shoulders, your knees, everything. Hopefully, this is a phase and it goes away. When we hit 90, y'all, when we hit 90, no pain. But, we always joke like that. But one day we was talking, man, and we didn't get real serious. We still joking, but she's like telling me that she's getting tired of waking up. You ever talk to somebody? You ever had somebody say that to you? I'm getting tired of waking up. Like, what you mean, Miss S? Don't talk like that. Oh, stop. Like, if I tell her not to talk like that, oh, stop. Don't tell me that. And she's in her late 90s. I gotta listen. When she tell me don't talk like that, I'm like, oh, okay, Miss S, but you know, yeah, but shut up. Stop it. Just stop it. Don't tell me not to think like that. I've done everything. I've lived a good life. All my relatives are gone. Like, she's just like, I'm done. What do you say to that? And I try to keep it, you know, upbeat. I try to keep the conversation upbeat and fun and keep us laughing. But I listened to her and she explained it. She broke it down like that, how all the family is gone, how, you know, she's lived a good life and she's, you know, wonder why she keep waking up. Like, okay, Miss S. And I told her, I said, I want you to wake up. I said, I want to talk to you when I come here. I look forward to talking to you when I come here. So wake up for me. And she smacked me. She's like, oh, stop it. You don't care about me. Joking, you know. Like I said, we got, you should see our rapport, man. 97-year-old white woman in this 6 foot tall you know, black man. We got like the coolest relationship. It's my girl, I love her. And then she smacked me. She said, oh, stop it. You don't care about me. I said, nah, I got love for you, Miss S. When I come to this building, I want to see you. I look forward to seeing you. So wake up for that. And she's like, well, I don't got a choice. I said, that's right. You ain't got a choice. But I don't know why I'm telling y'all this story. It's just one of those stories that's here. It hits you right here. It's my girl. I got love for her. That's going to be one, you know, that's going to hit me hard. Feel me? But these are some of the things. This is why I love working with the older population. This is why I love it. A lot of people don't like it. In the last video, I was talking about Generation Z and some of the stuff I learned from them. And one of the things that, you know, I would critique them a little bit for is a lot of them don't want to work with the older population. And I get it. When I was in school, all of the younger, because I went back to school for this at 44 now. I went back to school to work in healthcare at 30, I want to say. No, maybe late 20s. Late 20s went back to school because I used to work in construction. I was a welder for about 10 years. Maybe late 20s, I went back to school. So I graduated at like early 30s. So I had a lot of my classmates in college were young, and a lot of them, most of them, didn't want to work with the older population. So that's one knock I got against Gen Z, who, you know, I'm not saying y'all hating on it, but I get it. I get it. There's a lot of things that comes with working with the older population that can turn a person off. I get it. But stories like that, what I just told you about my girl, Miss S, that's why I love it. And I hope, you know, if you out there, if you work in nursing homes, if you work with the elderly, you know, I hope you get those types of experiences, those types of lessons, those types of stories, those types of, you know, those ones that hit you in your heart. So, just wanted to share a story of my homegirl. Can't wait to see her again. Ugh, I think I might go there in a couple weeks, check her out, make sure she's doing her thing, make sure she's getting up and doing her laps around the building. I love it, man. She got this one little spot when she's doing her laps. It's in like a little lounge area that not a lot of people use. And I know when I walk around the building, if I don't see her in her room, I know to go to that lounge area and she'll be right there. And, you know, she always like to get me to, sit down, stop working so hard. Sit down for a minute. And I'm like, oh, Miss S, I can't, Miss S, I got work to do. Oh, sit down. You got 5 minutes. Don't you got 5 minutes? She gets mad at all the hustle. I get it. I can't wait till I hit 97. I'll be laughing and hating on all the hustle too. Y'all need to slow down. But yeah, y'all, just wanted to share a story, man. Hope that, you know, gives you a glimpse into working in nursing homes. Hope that give you a little peek into why some people love it, why I love it, you know. So, shout out to you for coming through. Until the next video, make sure you respect your elders. Make sure you be kind to each other, be nice to each other. Open doors, you know. You see somebody older in the streets, need a hand, make sure you help them out. Grab a bag, open the door, help them get up on the curb. They got a walker. You feel me? But y'all be cool. I'ma holler at y'all in the next video. Take care.